Welcome into the video. I'm your tech guy Wayne, and today I'm going over how to use the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 FE for beginners. And this will be a full beginner's walkthrough. So we're going to take you through everything you'll need to know to set up the tablet, to navigate the screens, and see all the cool things that are available. So make sure you watch all the way to the end so you don't miss any important information. Let's go ahead and start with a walkthrough of the exterior of the tablet. At the very top of the tablet, you'll have a power/standby button and a volume up and volume down. When we tap that power button, it will wake up the screen. Pressing it again will put the tablet to sleep. This is the charging port at the bottom of the tablet here. Now, one important thing to note, this tablet does not have an auxiliary port. You have to plug in headphones from this same jack. And here I just have the adapter. If you like to plug in your older headphones that use an auxiliary port like this, they sell these Y adapters that you can essentially plug with the Type-C port into the bottom, and then it will give you a charging port and it will give you an auxiliary port. So if you have older headphones you want to use, you'll need an adapter like this, and I'll link one on screen right here. On the left side of the tablet, you will find your SIM port, and this is for plugging in a micro SD card. This tablet will allow you to expand the storage, I want to say up to either 1 or 2 terabyte. So if you do have an older micro SD card, you can put it in right here. You want to find the SIM ejector tool that is in the box, and you use this to basically pop out that SIM tray and put in your SIM card. I'll link on screen right here to some great memory card recommendations if you'd like to expand the storage more than what it already has. And finally, on the bottom of the tablet here, you'll have these 3 pins. And this is if you would like to purchase Samsung's proprietary dock. That is a keyboard dock. They also sell a case as well. And when you purchase their keyboard dock, it actually will use the power of the tablet to connect and to power the keyboard. So I will link that one down here as well. If you want to check out their keyboard dock, it will allow you to have a full keyboard, and it also serves as a case too. Okay, next let's transition into how to unlock the tablet. Now, if you tap the screen twice, it will automatically wake up the tablet if it's on but asleep, and then take your finger and simply drag it across the screen, and that will wake up the tablet so you can get to what is called the home screen. This is where you'll find most of your apps. Now, these are just a couple of the apps. If you want to get to all the apps on the tablet, you just need to swipe up on the screen, and this will take you to what's called your app drawer. And here you'll see all the tablets that are currently installed on the tablet. You'll also find these little folders here, and this is where you'll find some of the extra apps as well. We're going to go over apps in a later part of the video, but just wanted to show you that initial step. Now, to navigate the tablet, you'll want to look at these buttons in the bottom right here. This is your recent apps button. This is your home button. And this is your back button. You'll use those 3 buttons to help in navigating the tablet. So let's start with the home button. Basically, whenever you open up one of these little apps, the home button takes you back to the home screen. If I were to open Google Chrome, which is the web browser, and then I want to go back to the home screen, I'm going to tap on the home button. No matter what you're doing, tapping the home button takes you back to the home screen. Now, this is your recent apps button. So whenever we open up one of these little icons that are called apps, they will stay running in the background of your tablet until you close them. Now, one small note, these icons, they're called apps, which is short for applications. Think of how computers have programs, tablets have applications, or apps for short. So when I refer to apps, I'm referring to these little icons on the home screen. Now, I just opened Google Chrome, and then I hit the home button. And because I did that, Google Chrome is still running in the background of the tablet. How do I know that? If I tap on the recent apps button, I'm going to see my Google Chrome is right here. It's still running, and I can tap here to get right back to that app and continue using it. Okay? Now, if I want to close out Google Chrome, I'm going to tap on my recent apps button, and I simply just swipe up, and that will close out that one app. Now, if I want to close all the apps that are running, because you can see here, I have YouTube open, I have my camera open, I have my settings. I can close them all in one shot by tapping close all. So that's what this button does. It shows you all your running apps. It allows you to maneuver between your running apps and to close them. Now next we have what is called the back button. This simply takes you back one step. Now if I swipe up and I go to settings, and let's say I go to display and then I go to edge panel. So I just went to the settings app and then I just went deeper into the menu. If I want to go back one step, I simply tap on the back button here and that'll take me back one page. If I press it again, it'll take me back again. And once you've gone back as far as you can, that back button will take you out of the app and back to the home screen. So these are the main three buttons you'll be using to navigate the tablet. Now, aside from these three buttons, you'll also be using a swipe down gesture from the top of the screen. Now there is swiping from the left of the camera, so our camera's here. If I swipe from the left, it's going to show me all of the current notifications that have come through the tablet. A notification could be an email, a Facebook notification, a TikTok notification, an Instagram notification. All those will come through here and you can interact with them. So this is an article about TCL TVs. If I tap on this, it'll take me in to be able to look at that article. So these are your notifications. Now on the right, if I swipe to the right of the camera, so our camera's here. If I swipe to the right, this brings up what is called our control center. And this is basically where you'll have shortcuts to the most frequently used settings on the tablet. So, for example, at the top we have our Wi-Fi button and our Bluetooth button. If we want to connect to a Wi-Fi network, I'm going to first tap on Wi-Fi. Now notice the Wi-Fi button was lit up in white and now it's grayed out. When it's grayed out, it means that it's off. If you want to turn it on, simply tap it. It'll light up in white. And if you want to switch your Wi-Fi network, you'll simply take your finger and long press on the Wi-Fi icon, and then it will bring up the menu and allow you to see all the other Wi-Fi networks that are available for you to connect to. Find the one you want to connect to, and then you'll simply type in the password. That's how easy it is to connect to Wi-Fi. Now, same thing with Bluetooth. And here we have this menu of shortcut apps that are, and here we have this shortcut menu of frequently used settings from rotation, airplane mode, power saving mode, GPS, and a bunch of other cool ones. Do not disturb. Now watch this. If I swipe down like this, it'll bring up a few additional settings shortcuts. Now here I have an adjustment bar for brightness. I can lower my screen brightness or I can raise it. Here I can raise my volume or I can lower it. You can also long press on this sound button right here, and this will take you to your sound menu where you can make additional changes like change a notification sound or even changing the ringtone sound. Now, if you want to put your tablet on vibrate, you'll tap on this speaker and this will automatically basically toggle it. And this one is interesting. It actually doesn't have a vibrate option. It simply has a sound on or sound off. Usually there is a vibration mode as well, but this one does not have that. So no problem, it just is what it is. Now, a couple of other important things to note in this section. You have a power button right here. This is a shortcut button that you'll use to power off your tablet. So if I tap on this button here, it'll take me right to my power menu, and I can power off my tablet by tapping the power off button, or I can restart my tablet by tapping the restart button. That is how you would power off the tablet to then be able to have it restart itself. And then all the way to the right here, we have a settings wheel. This is a shortcut that will take you right to the settings menu. So tapping here will take me right to the settings. So this is the notification panel, and you'll have, again, your notifications here. and your shortcut menu here for some of the different settings shortcuts. Okay, this brings us to the end of the first full section, which is just simply navigating the tablet. And so far, if you've gotten value out of the video, please take a minute and bump that like button down below. That is just a small way of saying thank you, and it will help the video to reach more people. Now, in the next section, we're going to go over apps, how to download them, where they're saved, and just some other important tips you'll need to know around that. To download apps, you'll be using the Google Play Store, which is this app right here. You'll simply go in the first time. And when you tapped on the Google Play icon, if it didn't take you here, it just means you need to sign into a Google account first. So if you have a Google account, it'll prompt you to sign into your Google account and password. And if not, in the bottom left corner, there is a button that'll say Create Account. Click on that and go ahead and set up a free Google account. Now, once you're in, this is the Play Store. This is basically the one-stop shop for apps. So if you want to download an app on your tablet, this is where you go. Now, there's different ways to download apps. You can just search through, and there are just tons and tons of apps you can select from. You can just kind of browse. But if you already know what app you want to download, what you'll want to do is look for the search button to the left here and just simply tap. And you can either tap in the box here to bring up the keyboard, and here you can type in the name of the app you want to search, or you can use the microphone in the corner, simply tap on this, and then you can say the name of the app. For example, the first time it will ask you to give it permission. Okay, let's try it again. Uber. Say the name of the app. It'll automatically search it for you, and then the app will come up. You'll tap on this blue install button, and then it will begin to download. Now, one important thing to note is that not all apps are free. Most are free, but not all are free. So that install button, in fact, let me show you an example. So yeah, this install button right here, when it's blue and it says install, it's telling you it's a free app. However, if it doesn't say install, if it has a price in it, then that's letting you know it is an app that is a paid app and you will need to pay for it. So just keep in mind that, because not all apps are free. Now, once you install the app, we're going to hit our home button. We're going to swipe up, and in our app drawer, this is where we will find the app. Here's the Uber app right here. It's already downloaded, and now we can tap it to go ahead and sign in. So sometimes you'll know the name of the app, which is great. You just tap the microphone and say the name, or you can say the type of app. For example, maybe you're looking for a slot machine app, or you're looking for a solitaire game. You can just say solitaire, and then it will search and try to find the closest match to that. So that's how easy it is to download apps to your tablet. Now, they won't always add the apps to your home screen. So if you want an app that you've downloaded to be on the home screen, you'll swipe up. Let's say I want to put this YouTube music on the home screen. I'm going to take my finger and press and hold on this icon and then drag down, and then it will take me to the home screen, and then I can just drop the app right there. So that's how you move the apps from the drawer to the home screen. Now, you might see some apps on here that you don't want to be on the screen. So here's how to delete an app from the home screen. It'll still be on the tablet, but it won't be on this main screen. Let's say this game hub, you don't want this to be here. Long press for 1 second, and then when this menu pops up, tap on remove, and then it will take it off of the screen. And now I can long press on my YouTube Music app, and then I can just drag it over here and drop it right in the spot. That's how you move your apps around. You can also create pages. Right now, if I swipe to the left, it takes me to a new page here, and I can just swipe back and forth. But if I want to make another new page, I'm going to just grab any app, long press, and drag to the edge. And as you keep going to the edge, it will create new pages. So here we have a third page, and now 1 page, 2 pages, 3 pages. So that's how you create additional pages if you want to organize the apps on the home screen and have different pages for different things. When you swipe to the right, it'll take you to your Google home page, and here you'll see all kind of things. So you'll see different articles based on things that you search on Google. Here, I'm a big sports guy, so I have sports scores from a lot of the teams that I follow that I can just see right here. And you can also search for new teams, and basically it's intuitive. So when you search for something, it'll make a note and it will recommend those things in the future if newer information becomes available. If you want to get back to the home screen, tap the home button, and now we're back here. Now next, let's talk about how to make the text size a little larger. So we're going to go to our settings app right here, and you want to come down to display, and then we're going to swipe up and go to font and style. And here we can adjust the size of the font. So right here, this is the current setting we're on, and this is the preview of what it will look like. And if we tap on the bubble to the right, the text will get larger. Keep going, larger, larger, and larger. So you'll notice everything is getting larger as I'm dragging the font size to the right. If I hit the home button, you can see now how the text is larger below the apps. If I go to Google Chrome, which is the web browser, you'll notice that all the words are bigger and it's a bit easier to see everything. So that is how you increase the size of the font. Now watch this. I'm going to hit the recent app button and I can go right back to the settings just by doing that. You can also change the font style. So there is a default style, but I can switch it to a different font, and sometimes other fonts make it easier to read the screen. That's a more bold font. So play around with that until you find the right mix of font size and style to help you with reading the screen. Now, if I want to adjust it, I'm going to adjust it back down just a bit, maybe to about here. But feel free to set this to what makes the most sense for you and what's best for your eyes. Now next, I want to go over how to secure your tablet by setting a passcode. But before I go over that, I just want to give a quick plug. These are the Tozo NC20s, a really inexpensive pair of earbuds that go great with this tablet. They have a cool display on the front, so it'll show you how much battery life you have left. They are water resistant as well, and they have active noise cancellation. And they're under $50 on Amazon. So I'm going to link these right here. And if you want to pick up a pair, check out that link. I've been using them for quite a while and I've had a really great experience. So if you're looking for some great earbuds to go with this tablet, I would tell you to check these out. Okay, so if you want to set a passcode on your tablet so that someone would need to put in a code to access it, here's how you do it. You're going to go to your settings. Now you can go to the settings by tapping on the settings wheel here, or as a reminder, you can swipe down from the top of the screen and tap on the settings wheel right here. Now, we're going to swipe up and go to security and privacy, and then go to lock screen. And here, we're first going to set a PIN. Now, the difference between a PIN, because there's two different options here. There is a PIN, a password, and a pattern. These are the three different options you have to select from. A PIN is a 4 to 6 digit number. A password contains numbers and letters. And a pattern is just a combination that you'll do to lock the tablet. I like the pattern myself because it's a bit funner and easier. The PIN is probably the most standard method. And if you feel like you need to have an extra layer of security, then you'll want to go with the password. Let's do a pattern like this. And I'm going to make just a really simple password, an L. Put it in once. It'll ask you to put it in again to confirm it. Hit confirm. And now we have a passcode on our tablet. Now, once you set a passcode, it will ask you what information you would like to be displayed when the tablet is locked. And these are the different options. You can have just icons that show up in the corner. You can have cards that actually give you a preview of the information. For example, it might show you a preview of an email that has just come through. So you can kind of select from these different options here. This is a cleaner option, whereas the card option, it won't allow you to just see the wallpaper. It'll actually always have text on it. So I tend to like the icon option. I'm going to hit done. Okay, so now that we've set a passcode, the next thing is we can set up two other options, one of which is a fingerprint. And you can use the power button to unlock the tablet with your fingerprint. So that's one option. Another option is the facial recognition. And basically, whenever you lift the tablet up in front of you, it will scan your face and it can unlock that way as well. So those are two other methods to set on top of the whatever passcode or PIN you set. And to do that, just simply select facial recognition or fingerprints. Let's do a fingerprint really quick here. I'm going to hit continue. Now for the case of this tablet, I'm going to program my left pointer finger because it's the most natural button. If I'm holding the tablet, just tapping with this button makes the most sense in terms of unlocking the tablet. So first, I'm going to tap register, and then I'm going to take my finger, and then I'm just going to tap. Just like this. And you simply just press down and lift. You don't need to press hard, just tap it like normal. And it will give you instruction if you need to move around or you need to change, but the goal is for it to get a good scan of your fingerprint by moving it around. And we're almost done. Now, there's two ways that people are going to hold this tablet. One way is like this in the landscape position, which is the long way. But you may also hold the tablet in the portrait, which is with it standing up. So when we program our next fingerprint, we're going to do a different fingerprint, and I'll show you. Now watch this. We're going to hit add, and I'm going to add a second fingerprint. Because if I'm holding the tablet this way, it's not going to be comfortable for me to use this finger to unlock the tablet. So this way, I'm going to tap like this. And now I can have two different fingerprints programmed. I always recommend don't just program one, because what if you have something on one of your hands? Maybe one of your hands is sticky or dirty or greasy or whatever. You might have just touched something and the fingerprint sensor may not be working. You can always switch hands and you can use that to unlock the tablet. So we're almost done here, halfway through. And now we've sort of covered our bases. Depending on if we're holding the tablet in the portrait or landscape position, we'll easily be able to unlock the tablet using our fingerprint. All right, guys, so our fingerprints are now programmed, and I'm just going to test it out. Now, you don't even need to wake up the screen. Just take your finger and just place it on the power button, and it'll automatically wake up the tablet just like that. All right, pretty cool. So you can go back to that same section. You can also program your face for the facial recognition. I'm not going to do that in the video, but it's super self-explanatory in terms of programming that. So want to give a quick pause. If you're getting value out of this video, make sure you bump that like button down below. Appreciate your support and helping the video reach more people. I want to give a quick plug. If you're looking for a good charger recommendation, this little guy is so awesome. It's a 65-watt charger that has the plug, and it has the cord already built in. Works great with this tablet, charges it nice and fast, and it has two other ports on it. So you can charge two other devices simultaneously. So for example, I can charge my my Samsung watch and my earbuds all at the same time using this one charger. So great for nightstands, looking for something to charge multiple devices, or I just love taking this on trips because then it means I can charge multiple devices in one outlet. So anyway, I'll link this one right up here and maybe even right here. And if you guys want to check that out, definitely get one of these. It goes great with this tablet and it'll charge it nice and fast. Next, let's talk about how to add your email accounts to the tablet. Now, some of you may have already signed into your Google account and that's on there, but you may have more email accounts that you want to put on there. So it's super easy to do this. You're going to find the Gmail app, which is in the Google folder right here, or the Google folder is also right here. Simply tap in that folder, tap on Gmail. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, I don't have a Gmail. I have a Yahoo or an AOL or just another email type. Well, most people don't know you can sign into other email types in the Gmail app just like this. I'm going to hit got it. I'm going to hit add another email account. And here are the options. So another Gmail, you can just hit Google. If you want to sign into your work email, your Outlook, your Hotmail, your Live, you can do that here. Sign into your Yahoo right here and your Office 360 accounts here. Or you can go to other and you can put in the email address and password, and usually it should allow you to sign into those accounts. If you run into an issue where you have an email type that is not reading in any one of these options, here is an easy workaround to still be able to check the emails for that account. We're going to go home and we're going to go to the Play Store and go to where it says search apps and games. And I'm using the pen, so it wants me to write it, but I don't want to write it. So let's go ahead and switch this. Hit our back button. So what you're going to do first is tap on this button. This is the symbols button, and then tap on the @ symbol. All you're going to do is type in the back half of your email address. For example, if you have an @sbcglobal.net, you type @ and then tap the letters here to go back to the main keyboard. And then just type in sbcglobal.net. And then hit search with a magnifying glass. This will recommend email apps that support that email type. So right here we can see all these different email programs will support that email type. Samsung also has their own proprietary email app you can use too. So I can tap on this, for example, and just hit install. And then I can use the Samsung email app to sign to that email type, or, the Yahoo one, for example. So this is how you can search for an app that will support your specific email type. You tap install, you download it, you open it up, and just put in your email address and password. And then you can check those emails using that app. So that's a really simple workaround for your email. Now let's go over how to check your emails on the tablet. I'm going to go back to Gmail, go into my email right here. Okay, so these are my different emails right here. And I can just swipe through to look at all the different emails that have come through. I can tap on one if I want to read the email, and I can just simply swipe through just like that. If I want to reply to this email, I'm going to tap on the reply button and it'll automatically open it up just like on a computer. So I can begin to respond to this email. Hi. And then in the upper right corner, you'll see this is the attachment button if I want to attach a photo. This is the send button if I'm ready to send off this email. And that's it. Now, if I want to delete emails on the tablet, obviously you can go to each email individually and tap on the trash can to delete it. Or you can tap on the little icon right here next to each email. And this is how you can select multiple emails and delete multiple at one time and then hit the trash can to delete. Or let's say you want to delete all the emails in this folder here. Simply select one and then you can tap select all, and then it will delete all the emails that are in this particular section. Be careful doing this because you don't want to delete something important. So make sure you've gone through and you confirm these are all emails you want to delete. And then tap the trash can and it will delete it. So that's a brief run through of how to delete emails. Now, one more thing. If you do end up signing into multiple email accounts, here's how you can toggle between the different accounts. You're going to tap on the icon for your email account here. And then you would tap add account. Once we add that new account, it'll show up right here. And I can simply select my other email accounts. There will be a list right here. Just select your other email and then it will move you over to that inbox and allow you to check those emails. So that's a brief run through of how you'll toggle between those different email accounts. I want to end the video with going over some things you can do with the pen. Now you can magnetically dock it right at the top of your tablet, just like that. You can also dock it on the back of your tablet too. If you turn the tablet over, it will dock right here as well. And when you move the tablet, it will stay on there, which is pretty cool. Now, most folks are going to use this pen merely as just a stylus, which is great. You can use it for navigating around the tablet. And when there's things where you can type, you can also write. I can actually write in the box here. And as I'm writing, it'll convert the text into words. But you can only write in this box. I can't write over here. It's not going to recognize it. I have to write in an area where you can enter text. So that's one important thing to note. Now, where you can really have the most fun with the pen and find the most value is in the Samsung Notes app, which you'll find right here on your home screen. And you'll also find it here in the app drawer. So if you open up Notes, you can basically create a brand new note. And here I can write just like normal. I can write a full note if I want to, create a full journal. There you go. Just put some text on there. And you can also have this text converted once you write it to text, right? And you can also zoom in and out. Now this, to me, this is how you really get the most value out of the pen. By zooming in, you can write large, but it'll show up much smaller on the page, which is really helpful. You can also draw things, and it will actually convert what you draw into an actual shape. There's all kind of cool stuff you can do with it. You can use this to edit a paper as well. You can also just draw things and have fun in that way as well. So, got your eraser. You can go ahead and erase things nice and easy. Another cool thing you can do when you bring the pen close to the screen, you'll have this little bubble pop up, and when you tap it, you can access these two features. So one is screen write, which is this will automatically take a screenshot and it will allow you to write on the screenshot just like this. So look, takes the screenshot and now I can begin writing on it. Home screen. And if I wanted to circle and draw and whatever, this allows you to basically edit your screenshot and then hit this button to download it. So super easy. Now, the next thing is called AI Select. With this, I can then circle something on my screen and then it will search it for me. I can circle this and I can set it as a wallpaper, or I can tap this button and actually pull the text off of this image. I can just tap and copy and it will copy that text for me. Right here is the copy button. I can pull that text right off of there and then I can paste it in a different app. All right, guys, this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you found this helpful. If it was, bump that like button down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you got value out of this video and let me know if you have any additional questions I can try to answer for you. I'll have a playlist linked at the very end that'll have more videos you can reference. And stay tuned for a part 2 of this video where I'll go over additional tips and tricks and hidden features of this tablet. All right. Thanks again for watching, guys. Take care. And also, all the cool products that I mentioned throughout the video, I will link them down in the description below in case you want to check out those earbuds or that cool charger I mentioned. I want to just give a quick plug to one other really cool accessory that has a cutout in the back that is for holding the S Pen, which is awesome. Has a really nice matted material on the front here, super clean, gives a cool look. And when you open it up, it actually is a case and it has a keyboard. And on the back here, you can fold this flap down just like this. And then the tablet can stand up into a full laptop, which is so awesome. And now I can go ahead and link up. I have a trackpad here I can use to maneuver my screen here and select apps, which is great. And cool thing is on the corner here, we have a battery indicator, so we always know how much battery we have left. We also have backlit keys. So the keys are going to light up whenever you're in a darker environment, which is great for typing at night. And I can reach right behind here, and there's my S Pen, so easy accessibility there. This is such an awesome case to consider. I did pick it up on Amazon, and I'll link that below in the description of where you can get it. Last thing I wanted to show you is that right here on the side, there's cutouts for the charging port for your tablet, and there's also a cutout right here, which is, this is the power on and off switch, and here is the port for charging the case. And, oh, I forgot to show you this. The keyboard can come off, and this can function as simply a standalone case as well. So this is like the complete package in my opinion. So if you're looking for a really nice case and keyboard combo option, check out this case right here. So hit that link down below to check out those. And thanks again for watching. Take care, and as always, have a good one.